So you're brutally shut down by Best Pony, Octavia from Flutterrpriest. Let's see what happens. Synopsis goes: professing your feelings is in a moment of fragility. The way your crush responds is the difference between pure joy, mild disappointment, or soul-crushing pain. So we're going to be dealing with the latter. Your head snaps to attention. What is that? What's a sound? Is that music? You look around at your environment, trying to find a source of the noise. Music is rare in Ponyville. No, it ain't. Sure, they sing and hum from time to time, but this is different. It's real, carefully composed music. Rising from your seat outside Sugar Cube Corner, obviously, you follow your ears towards the source. After a few short moments, you find what you've been looking for. On the corner, playing for Tibbs, a gray earth pony with a long dark mane, playing a large stand-up instrument. The eyes are closed, and her expression is stern. Lost in the art of her craft, it seems. You take a moment to wonder to yourself, it's the bass or a cello. You never know anything about music, just what you like and don't like. This by far was the most relaxing and peaceful that you've ever heard. With one gentle held note, she brings her song to a close and you clap. She then turns her attention to the one-man audience in a mild shock. "That was amazing," you said in your enthusiastic voice. "Thank you," she said flatly, turning her head away. She flips her sheet of music to another page and brings her bow to her strings once more. You bite your lip and take a step closer. "My name's Anon." She turns her head towards you, the expression still stoic. "A pleasure." Your opponent continues to play her soul into the instrument. To be fair, you didn't really have anything planned for today, so you found a park bench, sat down, and you watched. To your surprise, the other ponies in town didn't share the same sense of wonder towards the mayor's music. A few listened as they passed by. A few children asked their parents if they could toss a few bits into the mayor's case. But for you, the hours passed like seconds. You're taken on a roller coaster for journey as her music swells in strength or falls to a whisper. The music spreads, speeds up and slows down, a flurry of notes, or simple and calm. You've never seen music performed like this before. You can't help but notice how beautiful her eyes are. There's a slight tickle rise up in your chest, something different about this mare. A passion in her eyes that holds you captive in her song, a grace in her movement that hypnotizes you. And the way she sighs, especially after a particularly melancholy song, a song that grabbed the inside of your chest like a soldier around his sword and forcing you to feel every bittersweet misfortune that the song told. You want to hold her and tell her she didn't have to hurt anymore. Slowly the sun begins to creep lower in the sky and she finishes her song. You clap and rise to your feet. She casts you another glance and returns to packing her things up without a word. "That was some of the most beautiful music I ever heard," she said. "Thanks." "Do you play professionally? You have an amazing talent." "Yeah, I play with a traveling symphony," she says, locking her case up and rising to her hooves. "Oh, that's cool. I didn't get a name earlier." "You shit," you say as she begins to trot away. She turns to face you, an eyebrow raised. "Why do you want to know?" "Well, maybe I can take you out to dinner and we can get to know each other better." Then for just a second, you see a lonely expression carved into her face. Her features contort. She turned away and released a painful sigh one more time. "I'm sorry, I just don't date when I'm on the road. I don't want to get weighed down or too attached." Your heart clenches. "Oh, I see. Oh, well." Before you can finish, she walked off, taking away the beauty of her music with her as you say, "I wish I at least knew your name." I'm going to be shut down by Tavi. And that's your heart. I got a bunch of water just to keep myself fucking hydrated. I'm sweating like a pig in here. So, You're being shut down by Best Pony. This time is Harshwhinny in this chapter. Brutally shut down. Let's see what happens. Everything needs to be perfect, Anonymous, she barked for the fifth time. After all the mishaps, after the last Equestrian Games, we simply cannot afford any more mistakes to be made. Yeah, right. I got it, you replied to her. Doing your best to keep your temper. Work was never easy, but it paid well. Being an assistant really wasn't too bad. You were hired to do paperwork for our Miss Harshwhinny, since she usually overworks herself to fucking death. When you got the job, you certainly didn't expect her to be so abrasive. They certainly weren't joking when they say she is a certified workhorse. However, you can't help wondering if she really likes this all the time. When does it need to be done? You asked, scribbling down the last notes while sitting in her office. I would like for it to be done by tomorrow morning. Your eyes raise up from the paper inside. It's already 5. She looks at you sternly. Yes, and? Well, if you say it one more time, Anonymous, I'll try to find an assistant who can properly structure their sentences. Spit it out! There's no way she could be this prickly all the time, right? Picky, prickly, almost the same. Maybe worth trying to spend time with her outside of the work environment. Get to know each other better. Could make this not so difficult, at least. Sorry, I'm just wondering if you'd like to get drinks afterward today. It is Friday, and we're able to complete a big project today. Seems like a good fit, so why not take a weekend to relax? Silence across the room as you stare at the mayor, expecting an answer. This flicker of expression starts forming across her features. Shock, flattery, pain. And then her brow just furrowed. She started gritting her teeth, releasing a controlled breath as she shook her head. A knife pierces the middle of your throat as you're waiting for her reply. Oh God, maybe this was a mistake. You just wanted to see her nicer side. Has to be something inside. Are you serious? She asked. You stand up straight and stuck to your guns. Yes, I want to get to know you better. I want you to leave this room and never speak of this conversation again. You're lucky I'm not firing you on the spot. Your stomach drops as you stare at her. You remain frozen in place as the world just stopped spinning. I suppose you did see this as a possible option. Just, you really wanted to believe that it would be different. Didn't you hear me? Leave my office immediately. Yes, Miss Harshwhinny, your mother, as you turn and walked out of your boss's office, closing the door behind you. So much for that, but you suppose you can't win them all. At least you tried. Miss Harshwhinny sighed to herself after the door closed and looked down to her desk of papers. She raised a hoof to her forehead and rubbed her temple. These are the sacrifices we make for a strong career, she said. She rose from the desk, moving to the window to watch the human walk out of the building, hands shoved into his pockets. She forced herself to put on a weak smile in case someone was walking on the street to casually glance up at the window. Plus, she said to herself, you'll be happier with some other mayor. Here is being shut down by Best Pony, Cheerilee. These little fillies and colts scuttle away from school as they head off to enjoy their weekends. Sitting on a park bench outside, you patiently wait for your moment to arrive. The moment to ask Cheerilee out on a date. You chatted with her a few times before, and she seemed to be extremely nice. Been pretty lonely around town, and you figured why not? She's single, you're single. Makes sense, right? Rising from your bench, you take confident strides to the schoolhouse. Okay, just relax. Don't come off as too needy. Nice and casual. Taking the steps 2 at a time, you're inside the room, filled with tiny desks and a purple mare at the front, gathering papers together at her desk. Knock, knock. Oh, Anon, what a pleasant surprise. What brings you out here? I was just about to lock up. I got off work early, so I figured I'd take a stroll. I saw the little ones running about. I guess school was out for the weekend. Yep. I'm sure they're all delighted to run home and do their homework I gave them. Well, most of them anyway. Yeah, I bet. So, does mean you're free for this weekend? She looks up, throwing her saddle back, walking towards the door, letting out a nervous chuckle as she tries to look away from you. Are you being creepy? Too forward? You're probably being too forward. Nope. I wish I have so many papers to grade and chores. Busy. You know what? Screw it. You waited for this a while now. She's good with kids, kind, sweet, warm-hearted. You're going to regret never giving her your all right now. She stops in front of you as you prepare the words you thought of all day. Too busy to grab dinner with me? She blushes and looks away. Now it's just a waiting game. No more nights asking yourself if this could ever be. Now it's going to be a definitive answer. And that's really sweet, but I don't think that's a good idea. You're shocked by her answer, but fair. It's her decision. But to save yourself from months of crippling self-doubt, you went for broke. Why? It's just... I don't think I could date a human. It's just... I don't know. You're a nice guy and all, but I'd rather date some pony. Well, that's a pony. You look down at her as your heart shatters. I really better lock up, and I prefer not to have a human around the school while it's unlocked. Fucking hell! Remarkable to what a cunt in 2 seconds, says one person. Not even Rainbow would be that fast. Being brutally shut down by Best Pony Vinyl Scratch. The roaring beat of the nightclub pounded through the night air for hours and hours, but it had to die down eventually. I think I got a fly in here, son of a bitch. Great, they're probably attracted by the lights. The tired out ponies made their way out in small groups, each with their own degree of hobbling and stumbling. Might be 2 a.m., but the night was over. The night was not over for you. You're one of the last in the club to be stone sober. Every night you tried your best to help the local DJ Vinyl Scratch tear down her equipment and get to know her in the process. It started out with the most innocent of intentions. You just liked her mixes. You think EDM is awesome. As you gotten to know her more, you found out she's a pretty awesome person too. Or a pony in this case. The lights in the club turn on and the special effects lights turn off. She gathers her records into a carrying case. Like every other weekend, you approach her with a wide smile and resting your arms on one of the massive amplifiers. Nice show tonight, you commented. Really? I felt a little off my game. Might be allergies or something. I liked it, especially the new song. So you heard that, huh? Nobody could tell when I changed things up. They're all too busy dancing to enjoy the music. Returning to disconnecting your equipment, you decide that this might be your best opportunity. So, what are you doing tomorrow? You know, after you crash, that is. I don't know. Nothing, probably. Working on a new song. Or something. Why? Well, do you want to maybe grab some brunch? My treat. She looked back at you curiously. 2 words. Bottomless mimosas. Wait, hold on. Just let me clear for a second. You mean like a date? That she asked. Her voice filled with concern. Come on, this is the home stretch. Don't chicken out now. You got this. Don't be shy. Confidence. Yeah, you can call it that. She sighs and turns back to her equipment and back at you. I was worried about that. Dude, I like you. You're cool. Seriously, you got an appreciation for music, and I like that. I wouldn't mind hanging out. It'd be fun. I think we'll be good friends. Shit, none of that sounded good. Well, You suppose you already know what's coming. She looks you in the eye and opens her mouth. I don't know how to say it gently, but I like mares. Sorry, bro. You stand completely still, feeling as if the soul left your body and it flew out of the roof of the club. Oh, well, now don't I feel silly? Yeah. Awkward silence fills that gap between you two, and you take a step back. I'm just gonna... Alright, I get it. Sorry. You return on the spot and leave the club as a stallion passes by you. Well, hey, sexy, you can hear him call out as he moves towards your lesbian friend. Well, hell there, handsome, ready? The words echo through your ears and churn your stomach as if you drank lye. You heard the sound of foot-slapping flank and you shut your eyes. You walked out, your fists are balling up, you're already sure if she lied to you or not, but all in all, it didn't matter, you suppose. Either way, it's not like she wasn't even interested in you to begin with. Bait and switch, or just plain lying just because he's a human. Alright, let's see about Pinkie Pie, and then we'll go on to some other short stories. Let's see what Pinkie Pie's rejection is like. For soups, we're getting shut down by Best Pony. Let's see how bad this gets. It's a dreary, rainy day. Ponies gallop across town trying to find shelter from the harsh elements. But you walk along the roads of the little town as happy as can be under your umbrella. Underly. This person mate spelled underly with an Y at the end. What the fuck? You're on your way to the bakery. Since on a cold rainy day like this, a muffin and a cup of coffee sounds marvelous. Plus, maybe the bakery will be a bit empty, and if it is, maybe you can finally work up the courage to... Whoa. So, one stop at a time. Don't get your hopes up there, dude. However, it's hard not to think about it sometimes. The kind mare behind the counter, Pinkie Pie, never fails to brighten your day with her optimistic attitude. The two of you would engage in pun wars when the store was quiet, and she always invited her to her many different parties. If you had a best friend in Equestria, you have to say it was her. It felt like the two of you went together like bread and butter. That's kind of nice. Hang on. I'm going to try to do multiple things while trying to get that order in, so that way we can get that out of the way. Alright? As you press into your empty bakery, an involuntary smile forms on your face. Nani, thank goodness! I was so bored! Why are you upside down? I don't think it's healthy to walk on the ceiling, Nani. You should get that checked. Why aren't you right side up, you chuckled. I just thought I'd come by to check on my favorite mare. I figured you could use some company on a day like today. Pinkie rolls off the counter and back behind the register as the ears perk up and the lips curl into a wide smile. Okay, want anything? It's on the house. No way we're going to sell any of all these days. So since we just have to throw out most of it, we might as well give it away. All very generous of your pace, but maybe later. If the baby's going to be that slow, why don't you just close up shop? We can hang out or something. Not like you'll be doing much. Oh, I don't have a problem running the store. It's no big deal. I love working the register. Mr. and Mrs. Cake wasn't even sure if they should be open today, but once I came in, I was sure to tell them that not even a little rain could stop us from selling treats. Except now that I'm giving them away for free to you, so it all seems counterproductive. Oh well, life's short. Life's too short to sweat the small things like profit margins. Oh, I getcha. Well, in that case, what you doing after work? Pinkie pauses and ponders the possibility of that particular evening. Takes a moment to stroke an imaginary beard as she thinks to herself. Oh, I don't know. Probably going to talk to Rarity as she tries to focus on her work. She loves it when I do that. Oh, well, that's cool. Weird. Surely you haven't just came out and said something yet, but you think the way you're asking if she wants to do things with you will be all the subtle clues she needs to get what you're asking for. On the one hand, this is Pinkie Pie we're talking about. She isn't necessarily known for picking up subtle clues. Why? She asked, picking up on your disappointment. You turned back to her, scratching the back of your head nervously. Well, it's now or never. Well, I was wondering if you want to grab dinner tonight. She gasps and smiles. Dinner with my bestest bestie? Of course. Oh, it'd be so fun. We can make it a big group outing, and we should invite Twilight and Rarity, but Rainbow will like it too. Well, I mean like a date. You know, just you and I. As words are vomiting out of your mouth, she paused and looked back at you, and her face is blank. It felt as if the world stopped. Pinkie is not reacting. Did you say something wrong? Did you spit on her face? Why is she not saying anything? It's just closer and closer. Slowly a smile creeped onto Pinkie's face. You felt your spirits lift. Her smile is showing teeth, and you stand up straighter, feeling a swell of confidence within you. A snicker escapes her lips. You did it! You managed to date! But the laugh evolves into uproarious laughter, and you felt as if you were stuck in the back with a baseball bat. Why is she even laughing? Oh, good one, Anon. You're always the best at deadpan humor. Ooh, a chill flows through you. You feel the need to sit down to collapse. Your legs feel as if they turn to jelly as you turn on the spot to hold yourself together. Wait, you were serious, Anon? Forget it, you say. You went to the front door, out into the rain, not using your umbrella.